House Budget Committee Chairman Paul Ryan is in the middle of the biggest stories out of Washington these days. His plan to address the debt crisis and reform Medicare has been a lightning rod. We welcome now Congressman Ryan. Thank you.
Great. Thanks for having me.
And Democrats have simplified their message, saying the Republican plan, your plan, kills Medicare. What is the shortest, clearest response to that from you?
Obamacare kills Medicare as we know it. Obamacare raids $500 billion from Medicare to spend on Obamacare, puts in place a 15-panel board to ration Medicare of unelected bureaucrats. Our budget repeals the rating, gets rid of the rationing board, preserves this program, makes no changes for a person 55 years of age or older, and saves Medicare by reforming it for our generation so that it's solvent. The president's plan does not save Medicare, allows it to go bankrupt, rations the program and raids the program. We get rid of the rationing, we stop the raiding, and we save the program from bankruptcy.
Here is Senate Majority Leader Reid speaking about your plan, citing CBO stats now being repeated by many other Democrats.
I would ask seniors to pay more for their benefits, for their health care, charging every senior $6,000 more every year in exchange for fewer benefits.
$6,000 more out of pocket every year. Your response?
What that analysis forgot to include was the extra $7,800 a year that go to lower income seniors to cover all of their out-of-pocket costs. If we don't do something to fix Medicare, the whole thing goes down. It goes bankrupt. And according to CBO, which they said later in the letter, number one, it's going bankrupt in 9 years. Number two, what we are trying to do here is give seniors more choices and have more competition to bring down those prices, and it fails to include any of that analysis.
I didn't hear 7,800 as a number until just now. I mean, the past couple of days.
They literally forgot to put that in the analysis.
Here's another specific charge from Senator Reid about your plan.
It would turn over seniors' health to profit-hungry insurance companies.
Now, Congressman, what makes you believe the market will in fact drive down health costs?
A couple of things. Part A and B is already delivered through private health insurance companies. So if he's concerned about private businesses involved in the Medicare delivery system, then he should be concerned about Medicare as we know it, because that's exactly how the benefit is delivered today. What we're saying is have a system of choice and competition where Medicare sets up a list of competitive plans, guaranteed coverage options that seniors choose from for 54-year-olds and below, and then Medicare subsidizes those plans. It's the same system I have as a congressman. It's the same plan that President Bill Clinton's bipartisan Commission to Save Medicare recommended. This is what we're proposing for 54 and below. By the way, that saves Medicare and prevents it from going bankrupt. Senator Reid seems to be content with the fact that Medicare is going bankrupt because they're offering no plan or solution to solve the problem.
But you know the healthcare marketplace is one of the most complicated in the world. Even doctors spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's best for them. Now, if your plan was law, wouldn't it mean that seniors would have to spend an inordinate amount of time going through plans to try to figure out what's best for them in the marketplace?
Seniors have experience with this. The prescription drug benefit works exactly this way. They have a number of plans to pick from. They can choose their plans, leave their plans, and go to another plan if they like a different one. And what happened with the prescription drug benefit? It came in 41% below cost projections. Name me another government program, Brett, that came in 41% below cost. Why? Because the seniors are in charge, because they get choice and competition. So Medicare already has experience doing this. Current seniors already have a lot of choices for Medicare Advantage or prescription drugs to pick their benefits. We're simply saying do that, replicate the successes we've had, and do that for the next generation of seniors to save the system so that we can keep the promise and cash flow, the commitment of the current system to the current generation of seniors.
You had a conversation that was caught on camera with former President Bill Clinton this week, and after he had said that he was concerned the Democrats might not move forward, he said to call him. Did you?
We're setting up a call. He's traveling, so he's been a little busy. But what I got out of that little interaction was a display of elder statesmanship. And what he basically said was, Democrats shouldn't use this as just a political weapon. They should fix the problem. He knows the math. He knows Medicare is going bankrupt. And the biggest threat to Medicare is the status quo. And if we want to save this program, what so many people count on, we've got to fix this program. And I think the president was just simply acknowledging that fact.
Have you discussed your entitlement reform proposals with any GOP candidates?
Yes, I have.
Which ones?
Pawlenty, Romney, Gingrich, and just about most. I've not met John Huntsman yet, but I've with most of them. Yes.
Well, we saw what Newt Gingrich said about the plan, the social engineering, and how he's clarified and explained it.
Right.
Here's what Governor Pawlenty said today, quote, I'll have my own plan. If I can't have that, and the bill came to my desk, and I had to choose between signing or not Congressman Ryan's plan, of course I would sign it. That's not exactly a ringing endorsement. Are you surprised overall that more candidates have not been more supportive or leading the charge on this plan?
What matters to me, not that we get an endorsement on every little detail we put out there. What matters to me is that leaders step up and offer solutions to our country's problems. And I really do believe if you want to be the President of the United States, you should put up ideas on how to solve this country's massive fiscal and economic problems. The current president isn't doing that. Our nominee should do that. And so I'm excited that they're bringing their ideas to the table, offering their solutions, and that's exactly the kind of debate we ought to be having in the Republican Party. I really believe I can do more for this cause where I am right now as chairman of the House Budget Committee. I have no plans to do this. It takes an enormous undertaking to do this. And right now where I am at this moment in the budget fight we are in, I just feel like I need to focus on this budget fight we are in this moment. This summer we're going to be spending a lot of time in budget fights, and to me that's where I can make the biggest contribution to the debate right now. You know, the great thing about this job is I can still be home 3 days a week with my kids, you know, and my wife. Cub Scouts, T-ball, soccer, I get to still do those things, and that to me is really important. I think people are hungry for people to step up and offer solutions. That's what leaders do, and those of us who are leading, I think that people want that.